Why me?
Why I get up in the morning and go there every day is because I want to know. I want to know why people get sick. I want to know what makes it happen. Is it the genes? Is it the environment? And I'm convinced it's always the genes and always the environment. It's those factors interacting. And I simply want to know why.
170 years ago, a Dr. John Snow in London did a crucial experiment.
His observational research in the middle of the cholera epidemics showed that people who got water from some sources developed cholera, and those were the downstream sources in the Thames River. And those who got it from upstream sources didn't develop cholera. And then he did an intervention. He removed the handle of a pump and showed that that reduced cholera incidence. And it's a wonderful example of how you can go from observation, from understanding, to intervention, to preventing disease or making people better.
Our Leiden medical detective's biggest and most important project is called the NEO, the Netherlands Epidemiology of Obesity Study. Humans today seem to have a unique problem with obesity, not shared with other species.
The majority of people in the developed world are categorized as overweight. It is an enormous problem. And I can tell you definitively that it's related to a large number of disease outcomes. And we are terrible at changing it. And what we're trying to understand is the metabolic or disease intermediaries, the linkers between adiposity and disease. That's why big studies like this are really useful.
But just recently I saw an intervention of a blocked coronary artery in a patient who was quite obese. And what you wonder then is, why her? Why did she develop this disease?
Als je dit te vaak zou doen, weet je niet meer.
Oh, hoe kan je dat nou tegen mij zeggen?
Ja.
And we see people of 98 who never developed disease while they were living not so very healthy. And we see people of 40 who develop disease while they may not have so many risk factors.
In. Out. Go on, go on, go on, go on. If there's nowhere left, deep in again. Go on. And normal breathing.
What is special in the NEO in general is that we characterized people at baseline, so when they came for the first time, very extensively. It took 4 hours per volunteer, and unique features are the standard mixed meal and the MRI measurement. What we did by the standard mixed meal is people all got the same liquid to drink, which was a fixed amount of carbohydrates, proteins and fat. We took blood several times afterwards to see what would happen, how the blood response would be to this meal.
At the time I was 45 and I had an overweight and I was worried about my health. When you get older, it's difficult to get in shape every day. So I have to do more to get in shape than when I was 18. My father and my uncle died of heart problems before they're 60. So it's in the family, so I must be worried about my health.
Why did you start to be in the NEO study as a cardiologist?
Well, basically, there is a link between obesity and atherosclerosis. At least there seems to be a link. The NEO is about obesity, and I'm therefore interested in the atherosclerosis part, as you can imagine. I just come from the cath lab where I treated people with atherosclerosis during the night. This was a very obese patient. Not all of them are obese, but I do want to figure out what is the relation between atherosclerosis and obesity, and it's not yet clear.
Yeah.
Dan heeft u vast wel eens gedacht, waarom ik? Waarom heb ik dat? En heeft u daar zelf bedacht hoe dat gekomen is, die hartklachten?
En ik rook als een ketter.
U rookt te veel, ja.
Als een ketter.
En wat ik nog wilde vragen, als u nou naar de toekomst kijkt, wat verwacht u dan?
Ik verwacht dat ik langzaam steeds minder zal kunnen. En dat ik op een gegeven moment, als het te gek wordt, zelf zeg van, zo is het mooi geweest.
Ja.
En dat doe ik dan ook.
The NEO study is only in its infancy, although it's 10 years old. We're only beginning. So for years to come, we will do new measurements and new associations. And in the end, The question is all the time, why does this person get a disease at this moment in time? Why me?
Waarom ik? Dat zou ik wel eens willen weten. Why me?